I want to share with you all three things that are really, really good to know on your own self development, spiritual development, personal development. I was watching this Abraham Hicks video earlier today because I've been waking up a lot earlier. And three things I took away from it was emotional intelligence, right? Understanding your emotions, right? Through that intelligence, i.e., your intuition, as well as trusting yourself and also the creative abundance that we all have, right? First, you really got to understand your true self, right? That's why we do like the personal development, that's why we do self development, and that is also why I truly like the spiritual wellness factor of things because it really helps you understand that non self, right? And the link is below if you want to really like listen to it. But I just felt really inspired, but also hmm, aspired. Like it was an aspiring moment to share because this is the things that I talk about with Prayer of Gratitude. Like gratitude is totally a bank of high frequency energy. It's not always about being thankful, but it is, right? And sometimes I can remember when I was younger, like, who am I being thankful for? Is it thankful for God, right? And then now at 30 something years old, I'm starting to understand God is part of non physical self, right? It's that source energy. It doesn't have to connect with a name, right? That stands for a actual figure or human like figure. Um, Maybe a lot of times people try to have that label or that human like figure to understand it more in a humanistic way. But when you actually reach a higher vibration and a higher frequency and expand your perspective, you truly understand that as within, so without. And like in the video, if you take time to watch it, she talks about ways that you connect with your non-physical self. And the more that you connect with your non-physical self, the more I feel you trust your non-physical self because you start understanding. Like these two eyes will totally fool us, right? Because we feel that this is true. But we also need to understand that the non-physical, the unseen, is also true. And we get certain signs and synchronicities and certain ways that our own unique non-physical self will give that to us. And I love, love, love to connect it with creativity because creativity is something unique to us, right? And it's a magic within us that we actually are connecting with the non-physical and actually bringing things into our own reality from our unique self, our non-physical self, and creating something that's actually tangible and physical. And a lot of people tie it to the creative arts, artists, where it's, the visual artists or even performing artists, right? But I really want to let you know that these people have a talent or a skill that was developed and can still be developed even if you came as a prodigy. You still can expand this, right? And you expand it through your intuition, you expand it through your higher self, and you expand it through trusting and loving yourself because there's no way, shape, or form that you can actually love your creative gifts without loving yourself. I don't see how. Um, and I'll just share with you guys like, there was a point when I didn't really like myself. I was going through a lot of different things, especially when I look back on this awakened part of my spiritual journey, right? Just crazy, right? I'm like, what is going on with me? And all these things were like feeling like I was doing things wrong, right? So if I'm wrong and I'm not liking myself, and I'm a creative, I love to paint, I love to do a lot of different things. What did you think my relationship with creating was? It was trash. It was straight trash. I was very insecure about what I was creating. And I'm just standing on my pedestal right now because I want to share that. I'm sure whoever's resonating with this right now understands um, or feels the same way, right? So I just want to share all that to say, watch the video if you feel inspired because she says it in a different way, but she makes valid points about trusting yourself, right? Trusting this non-physical form. Um, what else did I say? The emotional intelligence, right? Which is something to be take heed to. And I feel like the intelligence is a wide gap because it's not only being aware of how you feel, it's also understanding how to act, how to get from the wide range of emotions, right? When you're aware of you're mad, The intelligence then tells you how to act to get to the opposite end of that stream, that line, right? And it can be many ways. You know, when you're depressed, which is very, very, very low, right? How do we get to bliss? Through your own experience and understanding and trusting, right? And that emotional intelligence that is tapped into your intuition, which is all in the same basket of creativity. So I wanted to share that because when you start understanding and adding more self love and soul development, I'm searching for the words, soul development, right? You then tend to give yourself a little bit of grace, right? Because, for instance, she talks about a traffic jam. Now, if you're used to being in the city or going into city, you can get mad all you want, right? But you're doing this every day. If you tap into this intelligence, you'll find ways that can calm yourself during that time and not think about how frustrating it is, right? And that is the magic of actually creation. We always think of creation, creativity to be something that is very tangible, something that can be very elite, right? That not most people can do, and you have this high esteem of talent, right? And skills. But I want to say that everybody, if they're willing to find and understand that this unique gift that they have that as well. But they have to know that it's unique to them, unique to you, and something that you need to love on to grow and nourish and expand. So then you can actually have another way of loving self, right? And then you can work your magic. Then you can understand too, this magic that we all have too is understanding from bad to good, negative to positive, right? However you want to call it. Just like I was saying, however you want to call God. I mean, it's unique to you because it's you and it's part of you. So if you're feeling the vibe, definitely subscribe and check out the link. I have the link below. If you feel like exploring, it's like 15 minutes long. But if you're used to me talking, you know, and thanks for the people that are always showing up. I appreciate you. You know that I'll ramble more than 15 minutes. So, but yeah, I just wanted to share this with you because that was just my thing in the morning, and just wanted to share. Peace.